Astro Self Care 101. So, we're going to do a little bit of digging on the deep side of astrology. Did you know that your sun sign and your Saturn sign represent your relationship with your father? How you relate to your father, the energy in which you saw your father, not how your father necessarily saw you, and not necessarily your father's sign or his Saturn sign, but how you experienced your father. The moon is related to how we experience our mother. The sun and Saturn are how we experience our father. And the reason this becomes so important is because our sun is our identity, right? It's our vitality. And so a lot of that energy is coming through the relationship we had with our father. So a really kind of quick way of really understanding what you're needing to understand about your own self and identity is to look at that relationship with your dad. The Saturn sign is all about the lessons, okay? The lessons that dad was trying to, or not, bestow on you. Now, this gets complex. And so because it does get complex, I'm going to do a little bit of a series where each time I jump on here, I'm going to go through each sign and tell you kind of the higher frequency of that relationship with father, depending on your sun sign, and the more lower energy or the more stagnant energy that you may have experienced with your father, with the sun sign. Then we're going to move over and do the Saturn and go through the signs as well. And that will tell you a little bit more about the lessons. This is deep stuff. This is why I love astrology, is to get us here so that we are really doing the actual healing work, where we're really looking at astrology as a tool and not as just a fun thing to know. But how, if I look at this sun sign and how I related or had relationship with my father, how that is going to impact my identity and how I therefore am in relationship with others. And what are some of those potential traumas or hurts or wounds that may have happened between the father that we may not have been able to consciously place, but that in our current life we continually experience, and not understanding why certain things play out the way they play. It's very significant. It's very deep, but it's super healing when you begin to better understand what in fact that generational pattern is, but also how you experienced your father, so that you can, and this is whether your father was in your life or not in your life. In fact, and we'll get into this when we dig into it, there are certain signs